Your house of cards is coming down, down to the ground, down to the ground, down.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to my very first episode of... What is this called again? To the very first episode of No Life, No Problem. I am Christopher James, and you are all welcome here inside my childhood bedroom. We will be getting to some very funny news stories today, as well as addressing some very serious accusations that I need to come out and confront. We'll get to that in just a moment, but I thought I'd take a little bit of time to explain what the show is, who I am, where I'm from, why we're doing this, okay? So, if you're with me, you're with me. If you're not, go watch Jenna Marbles. She's actually pretty funny. I don't know why everybody gets on Jenna so much. Why people gotta hate. People just out there trying to do their thing. Hence. So I graduated from college with my degree in radio and television broadcasting. At the time, we were in the middle of a really bad second wave of the recession and needed to find work, so I went and got a job at Guitar Center. The situation was up. Finances were tough. I needed a place to like regroup and like get my feet back underneath me and back on solid ground, and what better way to do that than in Mom's house? Was going to be able to transfer my job. Guitar Center was still Guitar Center. I eventually quit or got fired, or however you want to put that. And I was unemployed for a long time, and I'm not anymore. I have a job. I have a girlfriend. Actually, here's a picture of my girlfriend at a baseball game. Well, that's my sister on the right there. That's Whitney. And on the left, that's my girlfriend Palmella. Here's another picture of me and Palmella goofing around before Halloween. Pretty funny. We have good times. Sometimes there's a little friction, but sometimes friction can be a good thing, if you know what I mean. So things are going better. They're on the up and up, but I still have this desire to do what it is that I went to school for. And so here we are. I have my own show, and this is basically just for people out there that think that they don't have a life. Because on paper, I mean, look at it, man. I'm at home living with my mom in my childhood bedroom. I am not really working a career job. And then I have a pet salamander. And girls, I don't know what it is. Girls, why don't you like salamanders? They're so cute. Look at him. Just look at him sitting there, all slimy and fat. Okay, girls. Okay, so on paper, it doesn't look that good. But I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be bad. First off, I have a mom who loves me. That's a good thing, right? My mommy loves me. She does. I have a roof over my head, a bed to sleep in. I have a cool pet. So here I am putting myself out there a little bit more. But this is, like I said, to show you that you can do anything you want. Follow your passions. Have fun with life. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple to do. Have fun with life. That's why we're here. This is No Life, No Problem. If you don't have a life, guess what? I don't have a problem with that. You can come and hang out in my bedroom every week. Now, hopefully, in the future, it will be out of a different bedroom that's not in my mom's house. But for right now, that's what it is. And you know what they say? It is what it is. And if it isn't, then it's not. I don't know. It's... blah, 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 blah. So, with all that being said, I'd like to now get to these very serious accusations that I don't take very lightly. It's come to my attention that a few of you have recently called me a hipster. Just because a man has a mustache, it does not make him, oh sorry mom, hipster. Yeah, sure, I do like music on vinyl and I have more than 2 pairs of Chucks. But that doesn't make a man a hipster. There's a lot more to it than this. It's a very serious affliction that some people suffer from. I have some friends that are suffering from hipsterism. Hipsteritis? From being a hipster. It's not a joke. These people are very troubled individuals. They have very serious illness. Okay? And to be accused of having said illness is just, I mean, it hurts. So for those of you that did accuse me of that, I won't say your names. No, you know what? No, sorry, Mom. I will say your names. You don't call somebody a sorry, Mom. Hipster. Come on, Chloe. Come on, Whitney. My own sister? Come on. I know I've called you a hipster before. That was really more of a joke. You're really kind of more of a hippie stir. I don't even know if that's really a thing. But I came to the conclusion after doing some very serious research on the internet that I'm not a hipster. I've taken more than one test. In fact, I took 2 tests and completed them. And one test at that point I just was like, I think I've gotten to the end of this. I've taken enough tests. But if you think that you or someone else might be suffering from this affliction, there are the tests. I will link them below so you can direct yourself or direct your friends to these tests. We just want to make sure that nobody's being accused of a hipster when they're not, because it's not, sorry mom, funny. You're messing with people's lives here, calling people a hipster. What if that got out? And on the outside, it looks like, yeah, sure, he's got a cool mustache, and, well, I don't ride a fixed gear bicycle to work. I mean, I have one. It's not a fixie. It's vintage. I'm not a hipster. Bottom line is I'm not a hipster. Don't be calling people hipsters, okay? So now that I'm not a hipster, let's get into some other things that have happened already this month. Last week, apparently a California man went to a Walmart Redbox and rented what he thought was the Smurfs 2 DVD. When he got back to his houseboat, yes, I said houseboat. When he got back to the houseboat and put in the Smurfs 2 DVD, what he found was porn. He said it started out with just girls in bikinis, then progressed to be something much more disturbing. Hardcore porn. Granted, this is watching porn when you're expecting to see an animated cartoon, of which I'm probably sure there's porn out there of Smurfs. Sorry, other Smurfs. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen it. But this man in the news, obviously watching porn, he has to come across like, whoa, it was very hardcore and very disturbing. I was very disturbed. When in reality, he was like, whoa, I haven't seen this one before. Free porn? Sweet. Count me in. I'm just gonna kick back, relax, and just... I mean, disturbing, really? Come on, you're a grown man living alone on a houseboat. It's not like you've never watched porn before. And at least it was girls in bikinis. Unless maybe that's not what he was into. Maybe that's what he was implying was the disturbing part, was he had to watch naked women, heterosexual sex. Now, apparently Redbox has said that this is not the first of this kind of thing to happen. They're working with local law enforcement to find who might be the perpetrator, and they will press charges to the full extent of the law. Redbox gave him a $2 credit and 10 free rentals for his inconvenience. Of those 10 free rentals, I hope that he does get to watch his Smurfs 2. So, in other news that may or may not be related to pornography, Condomania, one of the largest manufacturers of condoms here in the U.S., has once again compiled their list of states in order of penis size. Basically, what they've done is collected all the data from all of the condom sales around the U.S. and have put it together into a list of, what states buy basically the largest size condoms. Now, this is all done for fun, but I'm sure there is some truth to this, as this isn't the first time that they've done it, and some of the states, while they jostle in position, some are perennially in the same place. If you were wondering who has the biggest penis size by state, North Dakota, you be swinging, dogs. Oh yeah, dog. Oh yeah, dog. Oh yeah, dog. North Dakota, followed by Rhode Island, South Dakota, the District of Columbia, which I wasn't sure was technically a state, and Massachusetts, rounding out top 5. If you're wondering who were the 5 smallest states, North Carolina, Wyoming, Arkansas, Hawaii, and Mississippi. Mississippi, little Mississippi. Mississippi. I'm sorry. Wyoming, you're a growing state. You're not a showing state, I suppose. We were once the very last listed and now are only 4th to the bottom. So that's an improvement. Way to go. If you're from California like me, and you're wondering where we fall, we're generally kind of in the top middle of the pack. We're above average, but not necessarily the biggest, but pretty good standing. So California at 15 of, largest phalluses. I don't know, penises. Dicks? Largest dicks? We can say penis here. I'm pretty sure that this show is going to have a lot of talk about penises. I have a penis. It happens to be on my mind or in my hand at any point in time. Who's to say that I don't have it in my hand right now? And that's going to bring us to our Pussy of the Week, because the internet was invented for pussies. It's why the internet got so big in the first place. People just couldn't stop looking at pussies on the internet. So we're going to make a segment out of it. And it's a viewer submission segment, which means that any of you can send me pictures of your pussy, and we'll show your pussy to the whole world on the internet. This week's pussy is my dirty little pussy, and that's because we don't have any viewer submissions yet. His name is Count Rugen. He's named after the six-fingered man from The Princess Bride because, well, he has 6 toes on each one of his front paws. It's pretty adorable. He looks like a mutant freak, but he's my mutant freak. I like the weird ones. I have a salamander and I have a cat with 6 toes on each of his front paws. I don't know, what else do you need to know about me? All right, until next time, go do what you want to do. And get the sorry, Mom, out of my room. Bye!
Your house of cards is coming down, down to the ground, down to the ground, down. I told you not to build it like that. We wouldn't listen to me. You never listen to me.